Yes. Good evening and welcome to our 6 weeks of family fitness program. This is our bonus week, the seventh of our 6 week program. So we were blessed by the UFG for this. And I don't want to spend too much time talking because we only have a limited amount of time. And we have Trisha here. Trisha, she have her time and expertise. Trish, take it away.
Thank you. Thank you, Vince. Okay, everybody. Yeah, I'm going to get right into it. It's our last night, our last Tuesday, last day of February, not the last day of everybody's wellness journey, right? We're just getting started with that. This was just the beginning. So let's keep on going with that. We did get some questions in this week that came to Vince. So I'm going to start right away with those. They were really good questions that I hear a lot in practice. So I'm glad they came out. Okay, so here's what we're going to start with. What are prebiotics and probiotics exactly? What's the difference between them? And how do they help the body? Is there a certain amount that a person should have? And are they only found in things like yogurt and special probiotic drinks? Okay, so in our stomach and our intestine, in our digestive system, are many bacteria that live there all the time that we need, that are good bacteria that we need for the health of the digestive system. They help to break foods down. They help to break nutrients down. They help to keep out things that we don't want. So we need that good bacteria. There are bad bacteria, right? If we get a little stomach bug, if we get food poisoning, those are bad bacteria. Now we have bad bacteria in our body all the time as well, right? It's kind of in there hiding out. But we have a greater amount of the good bacteria, and we want to keep it that way so that our digestive health and our stomach always feel good, right? And that's the way the body wants to keep it. It wants to keep the good bacteria high and the bad bacteria low. So the difference between a prebiotic and a probiotic. A prebiotic is something that the bacteria in our digestive system, in our gut, feeds off of. It's a food for the bacteria that's already there. So we need that because the good bacteria that's there, we want to give it food, right? We want it to get stronger, and we don't want it to die off, because if it starts to die off, the bad bacteria will become a little stronger. They'll take over the gut, and then we'll have a lot of digestive issues, health issues. When we don't have a good gut, it can affect a lot, right? It can affect mood, it can affect the way that we eat, it can affect appetite, we can have bloating. So we want to have good stomach health, good gut health. So that prebiotic is the food for the bacteria that's already in there. A probiotic is actually bacteria. So it's a live microorganism. So in that food that has a probiotic, it means that in that food actually is that live bacteria that we are, by eating that food, we are introducing it into the stomach. And we want that as well, because we want more. We always want to be introducing that good bacteria. We always want more of it, because we want to make sure, again, that we stay in that ratio of having more good to bad. Now we need both of them. So is one more important than another? Not really. They're equally important, because we need them both. We need to always be introducing more of the good bacteria, always putting in the probiotics. And at the same time, we need the prebiotics, because we want to be feeding it, because we want that good bacteria to be thriving in there. Can there be situations where we have to be careful? Yes. So there is no cut and dry, here's how much you should have, because everybody's gut health is very, very different. It's affected by many things. So each body, each person may need different amounts. If we have something that is already happening in the gut, some type of issue, there's something called small intestine bacterial overgrowth. It's a type of stomach illness. If we have something like that, then we're going to be particularly careful about introducing more bacteria, whether it be good and bad. But if we're talking about just the average person, we want to make sure we stay in good gut health, then there's no set amount for how much we should have, but we should try to get a balance as far as what foods they're found in. So that probiotic that have that living bacteria that we're introducing, yes, those are pretty specific to those foods, the yogurt, fermented foods, the kimchi and kefir, those types of foods. Why? Because that's how those foods are made, right? We take that food and we introduce bacteria. How do they make yogurt? They take milk and they introduce bacteria. That's how the yogurt is made. So yes, for a probiotic, we do need those particular foods to get a probiotic. We need that living bacteria. Now, for the prebiotic, this is very interesting. Where do we get prebiotics from? We get them from fiber. So if we think back to our talk about having enough fiber and getting fiber, if we're getting enough fiber, the body's gonna get that prebiotic that it needs. It's going to feed off of that. So we want to remember what we wanted with the fiber. We wanted between 25 and 35 grams a day. And if we're getting all that fiber, we're going to get that prebiotic. Now, if you decide you want to take one, is it good to take a supplement? Yes, it can be. If you feel like, sometimes my stomach is just not good and I want to make sure I have good stomach health, yes, then we can take a supplement if we don't eat any of those foods. If we don't include yogurt, if we don't get enough fiber, but we know that there are many reasons to get enough fiber, so we should be getting enough fiber. But if we don't, then we can take the supplement. If we're going to take a supplement, a prebiotic is actually best. We're going to take a prebiotic. Even better would be a combo. If you can get a pre-probiotic combo, that's best. The only situation where a probiotic supplement is best by itself is when we're taking antibiotics. So if you have an ear infection, if you have strep throat, if you have something for which the doctor needs to give you antibiotic, of course we have to take the antibiotic because we have to get rid of whatever illness we have. But just by name, that antibiotic is killing the bacteria that's causing the illness. And guess what? It's killing all the bacteria. It's killing our good. It's killing our bad. So when we're going to go on antibiotic, or if we are on it, we should be taking a probiotic. And even better is, of course, eating the food. So we want to start eating some yogurt. Maybe if you feel like you're coming down with something, you're going to go to the doctor and you're thinking he may give me an antibiotic, go ahead and start eating some yogurt. Go ahead and start taking a probiotic. And you can take it at the same time. You can, and you should take it then after finishing the antibiotic, because you want to make sure as that antibiotic is killing whatever made you sick, it's killing our good bacteria. So at the same time, we have to be really reintroducing that good bacteria in that probiotic. So that one is really important. But if you're not taking antibiotic and you don't feel like you get enough of fiber and you don't get enough yogurt or fermented foods, then yes, take a supplement, take a pre. If you look on the packages, the way that they measure it, it says CFUs, which is colony forming units. So how much in this supplement, how much bacteria am I going to kind of form from it? I mean, it could range anywhere from like 1 to 10 billion. So, you take one and you have to just kind of gauge it by your body, right? If you're really feeling better, then you've kind of hit the number that's right for you, right? It's not an exact science, that you just have to kind of know how your body feels. But again, I'm going to defer back to the best way to do it is eating the foods, right? Getting your fiber for the prebiotics and getting some yogurt or some type of fermented food for your probiotics. That's really going to be the best way to get it. I think I covered all the points on that question. Okay, so the next question I'm going to take is, when it comes to taking vitamins and supplements, which ones are the most recommended to take? Okay, so along the same lines of what I just said with the pre and probiotic, the absolute best way to get the vitamins and the minerals that you need is through foods. That's the best way to get it. If you are eating a full variety of foods, you're including all your fruits and vegetables, you're including your whole grains, you're having your lean proteins, and you're including this variety every day, you're going to get just about everything that you need. Doesn't mean you shouldn't take a vitamin. You can take a multivitamin. That's fine. When we start to get into taking specific vitamins, taking supplements, particularly herbal supplements, we have to be careful with these things. If you have lab work done and there is a particular vitamin that's low, we're going to take that supplement, right? Because we want to at least get it up to where it should be at its baseline. And then, of course, we're going to try to improve our eating, because that, and the other side of that, if you should go to the doctor and he says something is low, is we want to know why. Is it only from diet, right? There can be many other reasons why the body is low in something. Maybe we are eating the right foods, but it's not connecting, right? Something's not happening properly in the body. So we need to know why we're low. And if we are low because of our intake, then of course we have to eat properly and we have to eat variety of foods. If we're on any type of restrictive diet, we may need a particular supplement. If we eat vegan, if we don't eat any animal products, we need to take a B12. Why? Because B12 is in animal products. So yes, those are definitely cases where we must take a vitamin, we must take a supplement. We know we're not getting it from the diet. When we get into some of these other supplements, we don't necessarily need to take mega doses of everything. There are some vitamins, B vitamins, C vitamins, the body can only use a certain amount, and the rest is going to come out in our urine. So if I'm taking mega doses of vitamin C, I'm probably losing more than half of what I'm taking in, right? And if I'm eating properly and I'm including a lot of foods that have vitamin C, I don't need a mega dose of vitamin C. That the body's not going to do anything with it, right? The same will go for B vitamins. B vitamins are not stored. It takes what it needs, and the rest is going out. So I don't need to take mega doses of things if I'm eating properly. Now, the flip side of that is that some vitamins do get stored, so we can take too much. So if it's a vitamin A, if it's vitamin D, if it's vitamin K, if I'm just taking supplements and I don't necessarily need the amount that I'm taking, and the body is storing it, I can get to a level where I have too much, right? So we have to really know, do we need this particular supplement? Do I need this particular vitamin? Am I not getting it from my diet? But first and foremost, we should be trying to get it from diet. Now, mineral supplements, again, we have to be very careful. Calcium, magnesium, these are things that have a role in the body. And we know what I always say about the body is it likes everything to be balanced and everything to be as it should be. We can't just give it more magnesium, right? Because it throws things off. It does throw things off. So yes, there's lots of advertisements and things out there, and you should take this and this will do this. The vitamin industry is not very well regulated. They can say that it does things, but there's not a lot of proof behind these things. So the best thing to do is eat the best diet that you can, right? And not overload on supplements. Herbal supplements, just because it's an herb doesn't mean it's necessarily something that you should take. It doesn't mean it's safe. There's a lot of herbs that interact with medication. So if you take medications, 100% you should be checking before you go into taking an herbal supplement if there's any type of interaction with your medication, right? We think just because it's an herb, it's a plant, you know, what could happen. But yes, there are plants that are used for, you know, medicinal purposes, not in the United States as much, but certainly in other cultures and older cultures. They didn't use all kind of medications. They used herbal supplements. So now if we're taking something that was used medicinally, but we take medication, you know, there is going to be interaction there. So we have to be really careful when we're taking supplements. You know, my advice is eat absolutely the best way that you can. Eat that variety, eat all those foods that we've talked about over all these weeks. If you feel like I just want to make sure I just get enough, take a multi, you know, and take it as it applies to you. Take one that's for women, one that's for men, one that's over 50. Take one that's formulated for you and you'll get what you need, you know, unless it's been told to you that something is low, then certainly you have to kind of replace that a little bit. Not muted.
Yeah.
Okay, so the last question was, for muscle building, is it best to consume extra protein before, during, or after a workout? Okay. So we did talk about protein is needed to build muscle, to repair muscle. If it's me and I'm going to the gym and I'm doing a little work on the weight machines, I don't need to overload with my protein. This is going to be similar to when I talked about the carbohydrates and I talked about the funnel and how it funnels slowly and steadily into the body. The same thing goes for protein. If I take too much at one time, more than I need, the body won't use it. It will also get excreted and come out in our urine, like the vitamins, right? So similar to the vitamins, I can't just take a mega dose. It's not giving me any benefit. The best thing to do for the body is take it all through the day. When I have my meals, when I have my snacks, I include lean protein so that I have it going through my body all through the day. Can I take a little bit, maybe right before or right after? Yeah, maybe you want to do a protein drink right before you go to the gym or right when you finish. That's fine. But there's no reason. Now, when I say that, that means you have to have an idea of how much you need. And something that I hear very often, it's you know, gets confusing when people look up how much protein should I have. People will often say to me, I heard that you should have 1 gram of protein per pound. And this is not correct. When we are figuring out how much the body needs, whether it be protein or carbohydrates, we are figuring this out by kilograms, not by pounds. So if I'm talking to somebody who weighs 200 pounds, we don't expect them to have 200 grams of protein. That's way too much. So 200 pounds is about 91 kilograms. Okay, so there's a big difference there. So now, even at 1 gram per kilogram, if we take that, so let's say my 200-pound person is 91 kilograms, at 1 gram, that's 91 grams of protein in the day. Now, even 1 gram is a little on the higher side. It's not really what we take in as average person. You figure out your weight in kilograms, and then for protein, it's 0.8. That's your needs. If you're doing even just average exercise, right? Maybe you're going to the gym 3 days a week, you're walking on the treadmill, and then you're doing some of the weight machines. That's what we're going to consider pretty average. We don't need over and above for that. So now we figure out let's go back to our 91, right? So we figure out this person needs 91 grams of protein. So we're going to spread that 91 grams out throughout the day, some at our meals, some with snacks. Maybe I am going to take that protein drink. It's going to give me a shot of 20 grams. Okay. But I don't need to take, 70, 90 grams at one time. In some of these supplements, some of these protein drinks that are really mega doses of protein, it's not necessary. It's not going to give the benefit. Nothing extra is going to happen. It's not going to build the muscle any faster. It just can't. The body doesn't work that way. Now, if you're doing much more intensive exercise, if you are really weight training, not, just working on the machines a little bit, if you are a bodybuilder, if you're weight training, if you're doing some very, very high intensity exercise, I'm talking about Olympic type training. Now, yes, our protein intake does go up, but it's because we are demanding so much. And even at that high intensity, we're talking about 1.6 grams of protein per kilogram. So we're rarely going to be up in those numbers where I'm trying to take in 200 grams of protein a day, right? It's not good for the body. It's not going to cause muscle to build faster. Yes, we can take in too much protein. As the body is trying to get rid of that protein, it's a lot of work for the kidneys. It's very taxing on the kidneys. So we don't want to be in a place where we're just taking all kinds of protein in all the time. But this is confusing. And I've had many people say, oh, I'm supposed to take 1 gram per pound. And they're here trying to eat, 200 grams of protein a day. And they're like, I just can't keep up. I'm eating, 18 eggs a day. No, that's not what we want to do. We want to be clear. And again, the best way to do it is to have that well-balanced, consistent eating, right? So I have some at my breakfast, some at my lunch, some at my dinner. I have snacks, however I do my day. Maybe you don't have breakfast, lunch, and dinner and snacks, but you certainly want to stretch out what your body needs are throughout the day. You're not trying to cram all of your nutrient needs into one meal or 2 meals, right? That's difficult for the body to process when it's taking in quantities like that. It can't keep up. And then we're losing benefit of it. We're not going to get what it is we want from those foods to do for the body. Okay, so that was the 3 questions that and something I'll add about the protein in case anybody does like to do protein supplements, protein powders, protein shakes, because there's a lot of stuff out there too. Whey protein, you see that one a lot on protein supplements. So whey protein is a big one because it is best absorbed by the body. It's absorbed quickest. We call it the most bioavailable, right? As soon as it goes into the body can start using it right away. It's derived from milk. It's a milk-based protein. People that have problems digesting milk do not usually have a problem with whey protein. Some people that just don't want to use any type of animal-derived products tend to stay away from it, but it's the best protein to use because it's most bioavailable. The body is going to get the most out of that type of protein. The next one is going to be casein protein, CASEIN, another milk-based protein. also it comes readily available for our bodies to use it. Okay. And then of course your soy protein, which we know from we spoke about proteins, you're doing a plant-based protein, you want a whole protein to make sure you've got all of those essential amino acids in there. Otherwise, you have to do some combination work and make sure you're putting together your whole protein. Okay. All right, 7:26. I did answer the 3 questions. I have just a few minutes. If anybody has any additional questions on our last night, I do want to take a moment to just really thank everybody for giving me your time every Tuesday. I really hope that I was able to put forth some information that is useful to you on your wellness journey. I like to throw in one of my favorite quotes is forced to make time for illness, right? And we have to remember this, that if we don't make some changes, right? We don't have to change everything. We don't have to do it perfect every day, but we make some changes and we build on them. And every day we get a little bit healthier and we do a little bit better for the body so that we're not, at the mercy of an illness, right? Where the illness is dictating whether or not we can leave the house today, right? We want to be able to get up and go every day. All right. So thank you, Liz. Liz, I did get an email from you. I answered it back just to you because it was a little more specific, so I didn't want to address it here tonight. Thank you, Kim. Thank you. I'm so glad that it's been helpful. I hope that, whenever this comes around again, we all see each other again and we'll have more information to share. And by then you'll all be old pros at this and you can tell me what's going on.
No, it's been great. I appreciate you, Tricia, your time, your expertise. And I can't thank you enough just for being there. And what Keelana said, I agree, this has been very helpful because nutrition is the key, it really truly is. So if you have nutrition and exercise together, dynamic duo, you can't go wrong.
And there's so much information, it just gets so confusing sometimes because there's just, we can look up anything, but just because we're looking it up, it doesn't mean we're necessarily getting the right information or that we really understand what that information is that we're reading.
Most definitely. I also say to people too, what may work for me may not work for you.
Exactly.
Sometimes you have
exactly
to
right.
see if it works for you or not, But we all can agree that real food trumps it all.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
What did Hippocrates say? Let food be your medicine and medicine your food.
Mm-hmm.
Okay? But I know he meant let real food be your medicine and real food. Because when you eat real food, you're getting all the nutrients, that your body needs. Your body don't recognize the junk. It doesn't. And that's why we get sick.
Yeah.
It recognizes real food. But I can't thank you enough. And like I said, before we start another program like this, I will definitely be reaching out to you.
Great.
And the only reason why I'm not doing one immediately after this is, as I shared earlier,
yes.
I got a call from the Veterans Administration. I'm a vet, and they want me to do a program for veterans. So I'm talking to them. I don't want to put too much on my plate, but when we do this program again, I will be contacting you.
Yes, and everybody still please feel free to email me or email Vince. Like you can always shoot me a question, no problem.
Great. Thank you again, Tricia. I appreciate you. And everybody here, I appreciate you. You're the best. You are the best. Thank you. And with that being said, now we'll turn our attention to moving that body. It's Carmen in the house. Take care, Trish. It's Carmen in the house.
Greetings, everyone. Happy Tuesday. Glad to make it, and we made it all the way to our last session.
Yes.
So I'm so excited, and I'm very proud of everyone for hanging in there. And tonight we have a special treat. We've done Zumba, we've done Soka Fitness, we've done Soka Pilates, we've done a lot of things, and you've done it. So I think it would be great for you to incorporate some yoga. Really stretch the body out. So you'll have all of these videos to play back at your own convenience, and you can do your Pilates, you can have your leg day, you can have your core day, and then you have this yoga. So today I'm sharing with you rhythm and flow yoga, which is one of my personal styles, which is a fusion of dance and a fusion of yoga. So I hope that you guys enjoy it, and can't wait for you to get into it. So without further ado, rhythm and flow yoga. If you have any questions, feel free to type them in the chat or raise your hand. All you're going to need is water, your yoga mat, if you have a yoga mat. If not, just your floor and towel is fine. You won't need any props. So that's basically it. You can do this with your socks off or socks on, whatever's comfortable for you in your space. If you have any issues with your knees, you might want to have some type of support underneath you. If you don't have a yoga mat, you can use your towel or blanket to place under your knees or under your bottom, under your seat. So yeah, without further ado, here is a yoga session for you. Enjoy, and I'll be here with you to chat after the session.
Greetings, welcome to Crown Soul Yoga Flow. I am your instructor, Carmen Carricker, and this is a fusion of yoga and dance. So I want you to enjoy the vibes, and let's begin on our mat. Inhale. Exhale, hands into the heart. Breathe. Good. chest over the thighs. Circle the right arm over the head, over to the left. Good. And then reach to the center. If you're pushing forward, and inhale, come up on the right side. Good. And exhale, forward. Inhale, lift on the left. One more. Circle all the way around, lifting the head up to the ceiling. All the way over to the left Breathe into the knee. Bend that back knee. Circle it hard. Reach to the right. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, bend the knee. Release the foot. And pause. 3, 2, 1. Stretch the front One more. Center lunge. Exhale, stretch. Walk it through. Inhale, exhale, stretch. That toe. Center. Stretch your legs. Bigger eights. Here we go. Press it out. And one. Right leg goes back. Two. Last one. Circle to the right and up. Over. Back. Circle the hip. Roll the knee. Release the toe. Pulse. 2, 3, 4. Arch back. Pulse. 4. 3, 2, 1. Stretch the front leg. Take a deep breath in and exhale. Come forward, pulse the floor. 3, 2, and 1. Stretch the back leg. Reach, twist to the left. Breath in. Exhale, bring that leg towards you, towards you. Release. Back to lunge. Pulse for 4, 3, 2, and 1. All the way up, arch. Come forward and pulse. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Stretch the front leg, head to the knee. And forward, stretch. Then the back knee, twist and reach. Inhale, exhale, bring that foot towards you. Release. Good stretch, rotate center and lunge. And reach to the left. And lunge. Reach over, good. And stretch. Stay there. And release, stretch. Circle and lunge. And reach. Last one. Rotate. Rock it back. 2, 3, 4. Rotate that heel. High lunge. Hands into the heart. Push. High lift. And push. And lift. Hands into the heart. Rotate. Warrior 2. High lunge. Warrior 2. Reverse warrior. Circle. Triangle pose. Side ankle reach. Stretch. Bend it. And stretch. Feel that twist of the spine. Good. Bend that knee. Walk that hand to the outside of the foot. Draw that foot in. Come into half moon. Good. Plant those hands down. Rotate the hip. Lift that leg up. Point the toe. Bend it in. Touch at the ankle. And stretch it up. Lower the leg slowly. Good. Warrior 2. Reverse warrior. Windmill. Come into your plank. Chaturanga. Upward dog. Downward dog. Good. Stand the leg up. 3-legged dog. Bend that knee. Come into wild thing. Rotate. class, feel free to visit the website, groundsoulyoga.com, and you'll see all of the classes listed throughout the week. Take care. Peace, love, and light.
Okay, that's it. Thank you, Carmen. Now for some comments. There you go.
Okay, I hope that you guys enjoyed the yoga. Type in the chat, let me know how you're feeling.
I know Melissa had a migraine at the start of the program, and she was concerned about jumping up and down, but I think we all can agree that this was a perfect activity for her, you know, for everyone. But give us some comments. This is our final bonus week, okay? And I just think it's important that we end it with a bang, right? So we have one more on Thursday, so I want you guys to show up for that. Now, Liz said, I loved how you started with a flow that increased in challenges. Nice, nice. Melissa said she did what she could. And that's all we ask that you do. Do what you can, you know? And the hardest thing sometimes is just to show up. You show up, you have an opportunity to really get it together. And Vern said, I have never been a yoga person. So this was kind of a challenge. I am not that flexible. I will practice so when we meet again, I will be ready. What do you mean you're not that flexible? Yes, Vern. We have to get the flexibility on. That's important. Because I know you're very active, you're very busy, but we have to make stretching a part of our routine. We have to, and I do it again every morning on that floor and stretching. Now, let's see. Melissa said, well, Liz said, thank you so much, Carmen. You always give your best. Yes, she does, doesn't she? She really does give her best. Let's hear it from Carmen. She really does. I'm in awe every time I see her. And she's such a lovely spirit. And beyond that, just a lovely person. So I appreciate having her and the instructors that I have, because I don't just take anyone as instructors. You know, you have to care about, not only about yourself, you got to care about people. And that's a prerequisite for working with us. You have to care about people. Kilana said, Melissa said, loved it, but I need the upper body strength you have and your flexibility. It comes with time, okay? The main thing is to get started and to stick with it. You never know where you're going to be. 6 months from now, you may look back and say, I couldn't do that, I couldn't do this back then. But if you stick with it, you'll get stronger, you'll get better at it. Kilana says, start off feeling good with the stretching, and then it got harder to do. Really. She's definitely not that flexible. Okay, Kilana, we have to work on that as well. Get that flexibility going. I know you have pets at home, and what do I always say? You're watching them stretch every day. They're stretching, they're trying to give you a hint. Come on, you can do it too. Kim says, I was good for the first 30 minutes, but then I had to do a lot of substitutes, but I will definitely be doing it again. Yes, I'm going to send you a copy of the video and all the videos so that you can take these videos over and over. Liz says something to strive for. And Christina said, you are one of the best. God bless. You're one of the best, huh? Because you really put your energy and your love into it. We see it. I mean, this program, to me, it means so much to me because it helps people to actually see what they can do. If you combine nutrition and exercise together, there's no limit to what you can do and how you would feel about yourself. And going after your goals, we all have goals, but will you achieve them? Well, if you have good health, positive outlook, there isn't anything you can't do. And you have to know your why. Why is it important to you? That's why I say over and over again, the why is going to get you off the couch. The why is going to wake you up in the morning and say, I got to get out there and get a walk in. The Y is gonna say, I forgot to eat something healthy today, something my body recognizes. And Colin, I believe, says, thank you, Carmen, for all of the inspiration during this session. All the best until next time. Yes, and there will be a next time. Like I said, the only reason I'm not doing one right away is because I got a call from the VA and I may be putting on the program for the vets. Okay, that's the only reason, but we will be back. Kilana said it's amazing how far you can stretch and how low you can get to the floor while doing some of those more challenging stretches. Right, and you don't force the stretch, you ease into it. Okay, ease into it. You know, after taking a nice bath, you'd be surprised how flexible you are. Okay, that's a little tip there, okay? Right after the bath, try stretching. You see how far, how low you can go. And Nadine said, always appreciative. Thank you. And Christina says, and don't forget to walk. Also a beautiful orchid exhibit at the Botanical Garden until April 23rd. Go check it out. Great therapy. Christina is such an avid walker. I mean, she'll walk 10 miles. Not a problem. She's amazing. Vern says the ending where she rolls off the ground, that was amazing. You know, I tried to do that, but I wasn't very successful. That was a nice move, Colin. Ay. Something for all of us to strive for. And listen, I noticed recently that I am standing taller. Wow, there you go. Another
That's great.
benefit of stretching. You okay? Makes you more conscious of your posture, right? Which is very good. So all these are benefits that comes from exercising and taking control of your body, taking care of your body. And that's what we want for you guys. I mean, are we perfect? No, but we are here together. We want to help each other. You know, there's something I know that may benefit you, something you know that may benefit me or others in the group. You know, we are in this together. And if we can just get ourselves in tune to taking care of our bodies. Your bodies were meant to move, but a lot of times we become tired and, you know, you're busy at work, you're busy at school, but you have to think about what have you done for your body? What have you done for your body lately? Okay? That was a song back in the day. What have you done for me lately? Back in the day, I remember that song. But what have you done for your body lately? Your body's crying out for help. And that's what we need, to help it out. And we can do this. And I'm hoping that you guys will show up again on Thursday for the last session for this particular program with George. He has some good functional fitness activities for you guys. And it would be nice to have you show up. Because, and I'm also going to send out a survey at the end of the program. So you guys can take a survey. Tell us what worked and what didn't work. We want to make the program better. All right, we always strive to make it better. We don't take anything for granted. We're not going to just throw anything out there. I mean, there are some kinks, and we know this, and we want to work it out. But it also would help for you to tell me what we can do to make it better the next time. Because I'm also going to have everyone, I have your email addresses. I'm going to incorporate it into my master database, and I will be sending out newsletters. And this way I can stay in touch with you and let you know when the next program is going to be. And also other things that may be going on, health related, that you should know about. Okay, but right now, do you guys have any questions? Any questions at all? Do not hesitate to put it in the chat box. Okay, because we want to answer your questions. And Trisha said, even if you have other nutrition questions, reach out to her. Okay. And she'll be more than happy to answer them. So she's wasn't just here for the 7 weeks. She's here for the long run. So am I, to help you guys out any way we can. Okay? So anything at all we can do to help you along your fitness journey, this is what it's all about. And I want to thank the UFT as well for their support, because they helped me to extend the program for a week. And who knows, we may come in and sponsor another program that we do in the future. Okay, so we'll be back. I look forward to seeing you guys on Thursday at 7. And I'm sure George would like to see you too. Okay, Liz, Christine, Kelana, Nadine, Carice, Cheryl, everybody, show up. Okay, we're looking forward to seeing you. All right, Kim? And just know that this is your body. You take care of it, it'll take care of you. Okay, Cheryl, Carice? That's enough of me calling you guys out, right? So with that being said, the time has been well spent. Love you guys. Kalana says, thank you, Carmen, for taking the time to do this for us. And again, Carmen, thank you so much. You're the best. Love you all. See you on Thursday, though.
All right,
Bye-bye.
good night, y'all. Good night.
Bye, guys. Have a good night.
Good night, Carmen. Thank you.
You're welcome.